how do you define what data storytelling is as it pertains to our work with our clients?
Yeah. Well, we have talked about this a lot. Any story produces some sort of feeling, or we learn something. And so when we are reporting on performance or the results of marketing campaigns, that's really what we want to accomplish. Is we want our clients to learn something or to feel something about what their investment has done for them. And so in any story, there's a protagonist, which is our client. There's an antagonist, something that's in the way of them accomplishing what they would like to accomplish. And then there's the happy ending, so to speak. What is it? What is the end of the story? And so as we pull together all of this data, that's what we want to accomplish. Is when we set out on this journey, this story, this is what we wanted to accomplish, our business outcomes. These were the challenges that came up. Like, for instance, some of our social campaigns lately, Facebook went down for 24 hours. Yeah. That impacted the story. That was an antagonist. Or COVID in 2020 was an antagonist. So this is how this has affected our progress towards these business goals. And then the context of that plot, this is what we did about it to get to our ultimate business outcome. And this is the result, which we show, through our dashboards, the visual dashboards, and so forth. So that's kind of the way it seems like we approach data storytelling here.
One of the metaphors that I use is that it's a lot like kind of building a TV show. The key to even be able to produce a TV show is the pilot, right? And I think a lot of that is analogous to the pitch that we have. And it's really important, though, that the showrunner is able to see from the pilot all the way through the end of the season, right? And we know that the best storytelling and the best TV shows and the best campaigns are honest, right? And they're authentic, and they don't mind when there's tension. Sometimes there is tension within the data, right? There's things that go wrong over the course of a campaign, but as long as we know who the hero is, which is our clients, as long as we realize how to deal with adversity and how to be honest and forthcoming about that, I think that really make sure that you get renewed for the next season, right? And that we can build long-term franchises and partnerships with our clients.
That's so important, yeah, because not everything will work as we planned, as we hypothesized. And so having that authentic dialogue with our clients, with the hero of the story, really builds trust and allows us to collaborate so that we learn from those things that didn't work well and actually apply it to our ongoing optimizations and to future campaigns.
And I think really important to do that is to set out from the beginning what success is. What are the measuring what matters? What are the key things that are really going to drive the story, that are going to drive the business? And not deviating from those too much. There are times that we need to introduce new metrics, or that there's things that are unforeseen, like everything that happened during COVID, and some of the storytelling does change midstream sometimes, but having a good foundation from the beginning of so that the viewer, your hero, whoever it is, everybody involved, all stakeholders know what success looks like. The arc of storytelling needs to be, that needs to be the foundation of it.
Yeah, and keeping it at the core of our plot, if you will, or as our theme. So when we have a reporting call or we're doing a quarterly business review, we should start with what was the key business objective when we started, and start with that versus all this data on how many clicks there were, or impressions, or even conversions. But if our original outcome was a lift in sales, how did we do? And maybe even have a scorecard. We had a 3% lift in sales, and this can be attributed to these different factors, and to rank those in some sort of scorecard. That's really storytelling, and it's meaningful performance reporting.
And knowing that the media metrics and what we do is only part of the story, because there's other factors that are going to contribute to the story, outside things that are happening in the economy, things that are happening within our client's business. things that are happening with the creative. Those are all parts of the story, even if we're not responsible for those. Those are all things that we have to look at if our true goal is to advise our clients on how to move their business forward, not just how to optimize what we're doing in the portion that we're responsible for.
Yeah. And internally, as a company, it's important across our organization in every department for them to understand the story.
Yes.
The ones that are in the platform to understand the optimizations that they're making to reach certain KPIs, how that ladders up to those business goals. For the account manager who's managing the day-to-day and project managing, to understand, why these deliverables are important,
The
for
why.
the client. Yeah,
the why is so important. And that's certainly on, the team leads to be able to do that, but we also will have to challenge our clients to tell us the why too, and to be able to have that honest discovery of what's really driving and motivating their investments that they're making in media.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff.